Hello. Before anything begins, I want you to know that you don't have to do anything tonight. Not really. Not at all. You don't have to follow this story. You don't have to remember it. You don't have to stay awake for any part of it. If you fall asleep in the first few minutes, that's the story working exactly as it should. So let yourself settle just a little, just slightly, just enough to notice that your body is being held by something. The bed, the pillow, the soft weight of the blanket. Something is holding you. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore tonight. Soften your shoulders if you can. Let them drop. Just a little. Let your jaw loosen. The day has already been long enough, and while you rest there, in the soft dim of your room, I'd like to take you somewhere quiet, a small bookstore, on a slow, rainy night, a place that doesn't exist anywhere in particular, and yet, somehow, you already know it. You've imagined it before, on other nights, on harder nights. A warm, low-lit place, a place where no one is waiting for anything from you. Outside the bookstore, rain is falling. Not heavy rain, just steady, soft rain. The kind that taps the windows gently and then keeps tapping the same quiet rhythm over and over. Never louder, never urgent. The kind of rain that seems to be saying, stay inside, stay warm, stay still. The street outside the bookstore is small and old. Cobblestones, wet and shining. The warm yellow light spilling from one window, the bookstore window. The light is so warm, it looks like a lantern in the dark. And inside that warm window, there's a chair waiting for you. Kind of quiet that doesn't feel empty. Just settled. Just resting. The shops on either side have closed for the night. Their windows are dark. Their doors are still. Everyone has gone home. But not all the lights are off. Down at the far end of the street, one window glows. One single, warm window. The kind of golden light that almost looks soft to the touch. That is the bookstore. That is where you are going. You're not in a hurry to get there. You don't need to be. There's no time to keep tonight. No one is waiting. So you walk slowly, very slowly, down the cobblestone street. The cobblestones beneath your feet are wet, shining gently in the lamplight. They feel uneven, in a kind, familiar way, like old stones that have been here for a long, long time. Kind of stones that have heard 100 years of quiet footsteps. Yours is just one more set of footsteps in the rain, and that feels peaceful somehow. You can hear your own steps. Soft, steady, a little echo on the stone. Soft, steady, a little echo on the stone. Nothing else needs to happen tonight. The rain is still falling, still gentle, still soft. You can feel it on your shoulders, but only barely, like the lightest blanket settling over you. The street lamps along the path glow a warm orange. Each one casts a small circle of light onto the wet stones. You walk from one circle of light into the next, from one quiet place to another, from one safe place to another. There are puddles between the stones. They reflect the lamplight back upward. Small gold pools here and there, scattered along the street. The whole street is a soft constellation of warm light and rain and quiet. You pass a closed flower shop with white petals just barely visible through the dark glass. You pass a small cafe with its chairs already stacked for the night. You pass a quiet doorway with a single lamp above it. None of them ask anything of you. None of them need anything from you. They are just there, softly, in the night. And ahead of you, the warm window grows a little closer, a little brighter, a little more golden. You can begin to see, through the glass, the shapes of bookshelves, tall, dark wood, books stacked closely together, the soft glow of a lamp somewhere just out of sight. And the way the light spills out onto the wet cobblestones in front of the door, it looks almost like the bookstore is gently waving you in. There's no hurry. You just keep walking, slowly, softly, one step, and the next, and the next. The rain keeps falling. The street stays quiet. Your shoulders stay soft. And finally, you arrive. You stand for a moment in front of the warm window. You can feel the heat of the light on your face, even through the cool rain. The window glasses fog slightly at the edges, where the warmth inside meets the coolness outside. Inside, everything looks gold, gold and slow and still. There's a small wooden door beside the window, painted a soft, deep green, a brass handle worn smooth by many, many hands before yours. And above the door, a tiny brass bell. Quiet for now, waiting. You reach out, slowly, and your hand finds the handle. It is cool and smooth and welcoming. You don't have to go in yet. There is no rush. You can stand here at the door for as long as you like. The bookstore will wait. The chair inside will wait. The warmth will wait. But when you are ready, whenever you are ready, you gently turn the handle and the door opens. You step inside. The first thing you notice is the warmth. Warm air, soft on your face. The kind of warmth that wraps around you all at once. The cold rain stays outside. The cool wind stays outside. In here, it is warm, just gentle. Above you, the small brass bell makes one soft sound as the door closes behind you. A single, quiet chime, soft as a whisper, and then silence again. The kind of silence that has books in it. The kind of silence that knows how to hold a person gently. You stand just inside the doorway for a moment. You don't have to move. You don't have to choose anything yet. You can just stand here, breathing in, and the smell. Oh, the smell. It is the smell of old paper, warm paper, a little dusty, in a comforting way. The kind of smell that lives in books that have been loved for a long time. And mixed into the paper, there's the smell of tea, black tea, somewhere in the back. Maybe a little vanilla, maybe a little honey. Warm, slow, familiar. You breathe in and you breathe out, and the smell stays with you, like a kind hand resting gently on your shoulder. The light in here is amber, soft amber, like honey held up to the sun. It comes from small lamps on the walls, and from a larger lamp at the back of the shop, and from a low lamp beside a chair you can just barely see between the shelves. The light doesn't reach into every corner. It doesn't need to. It just gathers gently in pools, here and there, leaving the rest of the shop in a soft, kind dimness. There is no harsh light in this bookstore. There is no bright white light, only warm gold, only soft amber, only the kind of light you can rest your eyes inside. The floor beneath you is wooden, old, dark wood, smooth in some places, a little worn in others. When you take your first slow step forward, the floor makes a tiny creak, a small, friendly sound. The kind of sound a house makes when it is settling for the night. You step in further. The shelves rise up on either side of you. Tall wooden shelves, all the way to the ceiling. Dark wood, the same as the floor. The shelves are full of books. Books stacked tightly together. Books leaning gently against each other. Books of every size and every color, but all softened by the amber light, so that everything looks gold warm, gentle warm, soft warm. You don't have to know any of the titles. You don't have to look for anything. You don't have to read anything tonight. The books are just here, keeping you company. Hundreds of quiet companions, resting on their shelves. From somewhere deeper in the shop, you hear the smallest sound, the soft sound of someone moving a book, a gentle paper sound, a wooden shelf sound, and then quiet again. That is the owner. The owner of the bookstore is here, somewhere in the back. You don't see him clearly. You don't have to. They're kind and quiet, and they know you are here. They're not going to ask you anything. They're not going to come and check on you. They're simply going about their slow evening work, moving a book from one shelf to another, tidying a small stack of papers, making sure the lamps are warm. They are glad you came, but they will let you be. You take another slow step, and another. The wooden floor creaks softly beneath your feet. The amber light moves gently across your face as you pass from one pool of warmth to another. You let your hand drift, just barely, along the edge of a shelf. The wood is smooth, a little cool. You feel the spines of the books brushing against your fingertips. Soft cloth covers, worn paper covers, the slight cool of older leather. You don't take any of them down. You don't need to. You just let your hand rest there for a moment, against all of them, and you feel held. The rain outside is still falling. You can hear it now, softly, against the front window. Steady, gentle tapping. Soft. Steady. Soft. Steady. Inside the shop, the rain sounds even kinder than it did on the street. It is the sound of the world taking care of itself out there, while you stay safe in here. You walk further into the shop. The shelves on either side of you stay close. There is something cozy about how close they are. The whole space feels like a soft pocket of warmth, a small place, a safe place, a place that does not ask you to be anything other than tired. And then you see it toward the back, just past the last row of shelves, a chair, a deep, soft armchair, old, kind, well-loved, the color of dark honey. A small reading lamp glows beside it, its amber light spilling gently across the seat. There is a blanket folded over one arm, a soft, heavy blanket, cream-colored, the kind of blanket that has kept many tired people warm before you. And beside the chair, there's a small wooden table, round, just big enough for a book, and a cup of tea. The chair is waiting for you. The lamp is waiting for you. The blanket is waiting for you. None of them are in a hurry. They have been waiting all evening, slowly, just for this moment, just for you to walk over and sit down. You don't have to walk over yet. You can stand here for as long as you like, just looking at the chair, just letting yourself know that is where I get to rest tonight. The rain keeps falling, the lamps keep glowing, the books keep their quiet company on the shelves, and the chair gently waits. You take the last few slow steps toward the chair. The wooden floor creaks softly beneath your feet. The amber lamp beside the chair glows quietly, just as it has been glowing all evening, waiting, patient, kind. You stop in front of the chair. You don't have to sit down right away. You can just stand here for a moment, looking at it, letting yourself know that you are about to rest. And then, slowly, gently, you lower yourself into the chair. The chair receives you. That is the only word for it. It receives you. The cushions are soft and deep and well worn. They know exactly how to hold a tired person. You sink in just a little, and the chair holds you exactly the way you need to be held. Your back rests against the soft cushion behind you. Your arms rest along the worn armrests. Your hands fall open gently in your lap. There's nothing to grip. There's nothing to do with your hands tonight. You let out a slow breath. You didn't even mean to. It just came, the kind of breath that the body lets out when it finally knows it is safe. The blanket is folded over the arm of the chair, cream-colored, soft, heavy. You reach for it slowly, no hurry, and you draw it across your legs. The weight of it is so kind. It settles over your knees, over your shins, all the way down to your feet. Warm, heavy, soft. You smooth it gently with one hand, then you let your hand rest. You're held now on all sides. The chair beneath you, the blanket across your legs, the amber lamp glowing softly beside you, the shelves of quiet books around you, and somewhere beyond it all, the steady, gentle rain against the front window, soft, steady, soft, steady. You are safe. There's a small wooden table beside your chair, just within reach, and on the table, you notice a cup of tea. You don't quite remember when it was placed there. Maybe the owner brought it quietly while you were settling in. Maybe it has been waiting for you all along. It doesn't matter. It is here now, and it is yours. The cup is small and round, made of warm, cream-colored ceramic, a little chipped at the edge in a friendly way. The kind of cup that has poured tea for many tired people. Steam rises from it slowly, soft, gentle steam, curling up into the amber light. You wrap both hands around the cup. The warmth moves slowly into your palms, into your fingers. The cold of the rain, still a little in your hands, melts away. Just warmth now. Just warm cup, warm hands, warm chair. You bring the cup slowly toward your face. The steam touches your cheeks, soft, warm, kind. The smell of the tea is gentle. Black tea with a little vanilla, maybe a little honey. Familiar, comforting. You take the first sip. The tea is exactly the right temperature. Not too hot. Just warm enough to feel kind on your lips, on your tongue, in your throat. The warmth slides slowly down through your chest, down into the center of you, and everywhere it goes, it softens something. You take another slow sip and another. There is no rush. The cup will not get cold. The night will not run out. Tonight, time moves at exactly the speed you need it to move. You lower the cup, slowly, back to the table. Then you let your hands fall back into your lap, soft and open. And now, you just rest. The chair holds you. The blanket warms you. The lamp glows beside you. The books rest quietly all around you. The rain taps gently against the window, and nothing is required of you tonight. Let that be said again, very gently. Nothing is required of you tonight. You do not have to think about tomorrow. Tomorrow will come in its own slow time when it is ready. You do not have to think about yesterday. Yesterday is already finished. It cannot be changed. It does not need you anymore. You do not have to solve anything tonight. The problems you carried into this evening, they are still allowed to exist, but they do not have to be solved right now. They can rest too. They can sit quietly on a shelf like the books around you. You don't have to take any of them down tonight. You let out another slow breath. The body grows a little heavier in the chair. Your shoulders settle a little deeper. Your hands grow warm and still. The blanket feels even kinder than it did a moment ago. You're softening. You're slowing. You're safe. The amber light glows. The rain falls softly. The books keep their quiet company. And the chair holds you exactly the way you need to be held. You take one more slow sip of tea. The warmth moves through you again, kindly, gently, and you rest the cup back on the table. You let your eyes drift slowly around the room, the dark wooden shelves, the soft pools of amber lamplight, the faint blur of rain against the front window. Everything in here is warm. Everything in here is soft. Everything in here is just for you, just for tonight. You don't have to look at anything for very long. Your eyes can rest anywhere they like, or they can close, just a little if they want to. They are allowed to close now. They have done enough work today. And as you sit there, held by the chair, warmed by the blanket, comforted by the tea, you let yourself feel something very simple. very kind. You feel safe. You feel safe in this small, warm bookstore on this soft, rainy night, in this gentle pool of amber light. You feel safe and you are allowed to rest. After a while, your hand drifts slowly to the small stack of books on the table beside you. You don't have to look for anything specific. You don't have to choose carefully. You just let your fingers rest on the top book, the one closest to your hand. A small, soft book, an old book. The cover is a little worn in a kind way. You lift it slowly. It is lighter than you expected. Just the right weight for tired hands. You let it settle into your lap on top of the blanket. The cover is smooth, a little cool, and a little warm as your hands rest on it. You open the book slowly, just to a random page. You don't have to find the beginning. You don't have to read in order. You don't have to read at all. The page in front of you is soft, the kind of paper that has been turned by many gentle hands before yours. The words on the page are small and warm-looking in the amber light. You let your eyes drift across them, but you don't really read them. The words blur just a little. They look like soft shapes. They look like little waves of ink resting on the page. You don't have to understand any of them tonight. The book just rests in your hands. The page just rests in front of you. The lamp glows softly beside you. The chair holds you. The blanket warms you. And the rain keeps falling. Soft, steady, soft, steady. Somewhere deeper in the bookstore, the owner has grown quieter. Maybe they have sat down in a chair of their own. Maybe they are reading too. Maybe they are simply listening to the rain. You don't know. You don't need to know. Their quietness wraps around the shop like another soft blanket. The bookstore is even stiller now than it was a few minutes ago. The shelves are still. The lamps are still. The books are still. The wooden floor is still. Even the steam from your tea on the small table beside you has slowed to almost nothing. Everything in this small warm place is moving more slowly. And so are you. Your shoulders are softer now. Your hands are heavier. The blanket feels even kinder than it did before. The chair holds you a little more deeply. Your eyes are starting to feel heavy. That is all right. That is exactly all right. Your eyes have done so much today. They have looked at so many things. They are allowed to close now whenever they want to. They don't have to ask permission. You let your eyes drift slowly down toward the page, the soft shapes of the words, the warm amber light on the paper, the gentle blur. Your eyelids lower just a little, just slightly, just softly. You don't have to close them all the way yet. You don't have to do anything yet. You can just let them rest, half open, like everything else in the room. The book is still resting in your hands. The blanket is still resting across your legs. The lamp is still glowing softly beside you. The rain is still tapping gently against the front window. Soft, steady, soft, steady. You're safe. You're warm. You're held. You're allowed to rest. You take another slow breath, and another. Each breath feels a little softer than the one before. Each breath sinks you a little deeper into the chair. You're sinking. Gently, slowly, kindly. The bookstore stays quiet around you. The amber lamps stay warm. The shelves of books stay close. The rain stays gentle. Nothing is changing. Nothing needs to change. Tonight, everything is allowed to stay exactly as it is. Soft, quiet, warm. The book in your hands feels a little heavier now. Maybe you let it close, slowly in your lap. Or maybe you leave it open on the page where the words are blurring. Either is fine. There is no wrong way to rest tonight. If your eyes want to close all the way, they can. If they want to stay just barely open, that is also fine. There is no right way to be. There is only this: the chair, the blanket, the lamp, the books, the rain, and you. You don't have to follow this story anymore. You don't have to listen carefully. You can let the words become as soft as the words on the page. You can let them blur too. They are just gentle sounds now. Quiet, kind sounds in the amber light. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. You are allowed to rest. You don't have to do anything now. You don't have to listen to the words. You don't have to follow the story. You don't have to stay awake. The book in your hands is barely there. Maybe it has already slipped a little to one side. That is fine. It is just resting, like you are resting. The blanket is warm across your legs. The chair is soft beneath you. The lamp is still glowing somewhere beside you. Gentle, amber, kind. The rain is still falling outside, but the rain sounds softer now, farther away, as if it is being gently turned down. Soft, steady, soft, steady. Then, softer. Then, softer still. The bookstore is so quiet now. Even the small sounds, the creak of the wooden floor, the faint rustle of pages somewhere on a shelf, even those have gone still. Everything in the small, warm bookstore is at rest. The shelves are at rest. The books are at rest. The lamps are at rest. The owner, somewhere quiet, is at rest. The rain is at rest. And you are at rest too. You are at rest. Your shoulders are soft. Your hands are warm. Your breath is slow. Your eyes are heavy. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. You are allowed to rest. The amber light grows a little softer now. Not gone, just softer. The way a lamp looks when your eyes are almost closed. A warm gold glow at the very edge of your vision. Gentle, distant, kind. The rain is even softer now. Almost a whisper. Almost a hush. The kind of sound that holds a sleeping person without waking them. There is nothing to do now. There is nothing to think about now. There is nowhere to be. Just here. Just this. Just rest. You can let everything go now. The day, the week before that. All of it. Let it rest the way you are resting. It is all allowed to be quiet tonight. The book in your hands softly slips a little further. That is fine. Let it. It has done its job. It brought you here. You can rest too. The bookstore stays warm around you. The amber light stays soft. The rain stays gentle. The chair holds you. You are safe. You are warm. You are held. You are allowed to rest. You can let go now. You can sleep now. It is time to sleep. The rain is so soft now, so far away, so kind. The amber light is so gentle. The chair is so warm. You are so safe. Sleep now. Sleep now. Gently. Sleep now. Softly. Good night.